Hey there, Heather Boyd here. Welcome to day 7 of the 10-day Art and Gratitude Journal Challenge. This challenge was inspired by my dear friend Allison. She created several gratitude journals that were totally inspirational. We created a book in her honor with some of her beautiful pages from her gratitude journal. You can learn more about Allison and her journey in the description below the video. We used to work together at the local art school and we did lots of arts and crafts together and totally inspired each other. This is my gratitude journal that I created in her honor with lots of unexpected inspiration. I'll also link up where you can purchase this 8x8-inch sketchbook. I just love the square size. And without further ado, let's get into today's challenge.
Today's challenge is all about trees. I chose to do watercolor with this challenge. I mixed up a nice green and I'm going to go very lightly with the paint because this is not watercolor paper and I don't want it to ruin the paper and make it buckle up. Just use a very light coat of watercolor, or you can do this challenge with any medium that you want. The idea is to do a tree, be inspired any way you wish. I'm doing a very light area of blue paint in the back and a bit of yellow for the sky. I went ahead and got a fan brush and I went in and did some grass work with a very light touch to make it look more organic. And then I mixed a brown and I'm going to go ahead with a thin brush and I'm going to make a tree. Going very lightly, very loosely. You can draw the tree first if you're more comfortable doing that. And I'm just going to go ahead and with my brown make the branches of the tree. Just working from the main branch out, adding as many branches as you like, holding the brush with a very loose touch. Now I'm going to go in and do a little bit of water at the side, using the side of my brush to put on wide strokes with not too much paint, leaving quite a bit of the white of the paper showing. And I'm going to do a bit of a horizon line with a more brown color. You can push on your brush to make thicker lines. You can vary the pressure on your brush so it looks a little bit like mountains in the background. And then I went ahead and did some squiggly green to make the leaves, putting them randomly around the branches. You don't need too many. It just gives the tree a little bit more interest. You can also use different shades of green to make it more interesting. And wiggling your brush around with a bit of green paint makes it look like there are leaves in the tree. Have a look and see where you think you want to put it. It doesn't have to be even. You could have clumps of leaves in one place and less leaves in another place. It always looks better when it's a little bit uneven. The last thing I'm going to do is add some little birds, just using very simple V shapes to make a bird that's flying, and you want to vary the pressure on your brush so it's thicker in the middle and thinner at the tip of the wing. Put as many birds as you want, make some smaller so they look like they're in the background. And there's our finished painting in our art journal. I made this on a Zoom call with my sister. There's nothing like making art with friends and family. This is a page from Allison's journal with an inspirational quote about a tree. I'll put a picture of this in the ebook for the challenge. Her tree is done in a kind of scratch art technique. I picked up some pastels on one of my field trips downtown and did an experiment in my sketchbook using a tip of a pin to do the scratching. I'll link up some better instructions for the scratch technique in the ebook.
Thanks so much for watching the video. You can share photos of your work from this challenge in my private Facebook group. I'm going to link that up below. Thank you so much to my dear friend Allison for inspiring this challenge. Have fun with the challenges, and we'll see you the next time. And always remember that art is never a waste of time.